The film opens with a girl talking on the phone during the Christmas season, introducing us to one of our main protagonists, Mika, who is riding the train home for Christmas break. On the train, she is on a monologue, speaking about someone that she had met that made her experience pain and joy. We are then brought to a school with the students doing their usual routine. It was 7 years ago. Mika, 7 years younger, is shown to us going to their classroom during lunch. The girls, Mika's friends, are going on with banter about the guy that they like. We are then brought to the scene where the girls went to the classroom with a guy one of the girls liked. As they approach, we are now given our first glimpse of Hiro, the other protagonist of our film. The next day of the class came, and as the class ended, Mika was looking for her phone, and she reckoned that she had dropped it in the library. Mika was looking frantically in the library when she heard the phone ring. When she found it, she expected it to be Aya, but someone else answered the phone. The voice refused to give his name, and Mika found out that the addresses on her phone were all deleted. It is a mysterious event, and Mika is left with confusion as to who the man is. The scene shifts to the Hiro household, and we are now introduced to Mika's family at family dinner. We are shown how Mika's household is full of love and affection. A family that seems to be perfect without any problems or struggles. It was bedtime, and Mika was sleeping when her phone rang. The man called again, and it seems that he is teasing her. She then dropped the call out of annoyance. The scene changed, and it seems that the man is calling her every day, teasing her more and more each time. Until they are now shown different times of the day, it seems like they talk all the time, getting to know more and more about each other through the line. They talk about many things, from their dislikes to what they like, from trivial to deep topics about their school and their lives, with Mika still trying to figure out who he is. Mika's birthday came, and it seems that her parents are fighting over a loan because he's thinking of using the house as collateral. This made Mika sad, but she found peace with the guy as they talked over the phone, and she shared her sentiments. He then sang for her happy birthday and asked her to come to the swimming pool before the commencement so that they could celebrate her birthday. The day came, and Mika asked Aya to put on makeup for her. Mika came to the swimming pool. A guy came, and we are now shown that the guy that she is talking with is none other than Hiro, the guy that we saw earlier. Mika seemed to be unhappy and didn't expect it. Mika ran away, leaving Hiro dumbfounded. Back in the classroom, she discussed it with her friends and was told that Hiro has a girlfriend at another school. At the end of the class, as she walked out, she saw Hiro running, and she followed him to find him planting the flower that she rejected in the school garden. She asked if Hiro had a girlfriend, but he said that he used to, but not anymore. Here they shared a very precious memory over a rainbow and the flower that he was supposed to give her. The next scene brings us to Mika's class when Hiro calls her to come to the library. He then brought her outside, and we saw them riding a bike together, running like the wind. She then admittedly says that she is now falling for Hiro. They share this very precious memory together. Next, we are brought over to the household of Hiro, where we meet his sister, who left. Inside the house, they found a moment that led one thing to another. They shared an intimate moment together that Mika described as gentle pain. Waking up next to Hiro, he, being half asleep, mentioned a girl's name, Suki. Mika then felt broken-hearted and walked home with the trust that she bravely gave to Hiro gone. We see Mika waiting for Hiro when a group of men kidnap her and violate her. Night came, and Hiro was able to find her. He then brought her to his house to take care of her. The scene shifted to seeing Hiro attack the group that took Mika. He then found out that the group was paid to do those things for Saki. Mika isn't meant to be that. At home, Hiro's sister is talking with Mika, trying to console Mika after Hiro came with Saki, having found out that she is the one who ordered what was done to her. During the commotion, his sister grabbed Saki and cut off her hair. The scene ended with Hiro sending Mika home. Mika refused to go to school the next few days because of shame and the fear that she was pregnant. She and her mother came to the hospital to figure out if she was. When they found out that she wasn't, Mika finally found the courage to go back to school. The next day, she finally decided to go, and Hiro was there to pick him up. The scene shifted to Hiro's favorite place. There, Hiro talked about how he wants to be the sky instead of a river, so he can protect Mika wherever she is. At school, someone posted Mika's number on the boards of every classroom, calling her a dirty girl. Hiro came in, running from one classroom to another to erase what was written on every board, running like a madman and threatening everyone that if they ever do this again, and should he ever find out, he will make them pay. He then grabbed Mika by the arm and took her into the library, where they found peace with each other as Mika found the courage to face the trauma that she had just experienced, telling Hiro that she was not afraid anymore. That ended with an intimate moment between the two. The scene shifted to a school having a festival. A lot of things are going on from one place to another. Wrestling, food stalls, booths, and other amusements. The students prepared for everyone else. We are now shown Aya and Mozumo, with Mika and Hiro going together. Back at the Tahira household, back at the dining table, we see Mika being nauseous, which alarmed the whole family, bringing her to the hospital for a checkup, which is followed by a scene where she is meeting with Hiro, and in there she tells Hiro that she is pregnant with his baby. Hiro ran outside without saying a word. As Mika left the store, Hiro came back bearing gifts, congratulating Mika and telling her that she should have a baby. We are then introduced to Hiro's parents for the first time as he brings the news to them, which is met with instant acceptance from his family. Next, they bring the news to Mika's family. Mika told them that she was going to have the baby. The family is trying to educate them that being a parent is not easy. Hiro is trying to show them his determination by telling them that he won't stop until Mika's family gives them his blessing. Christmas Eve came, and Mika was spending it with Hiro when Mika suddenly fell down on her knees, hurt. She was then brought to the hospital, and then woke up with her family waiting for her. She's been told that the baby in her belly is gone. When she got discharged, Hiro came running to her. She told Hiro that the baby was gone, and it left them both devastated as they both cried their hearts out in the cold under the snow. Spring came, and we are now back at the school, and Hiro doesn't seem to have come to school and is hiding from Mika after the incident. The next day, a party was held at Hiro's house, and we are now shown the old side of Hiro, the rebellious side. In the aftermath of the party, Mika saw Hiro kissing another girl who attended the party. Mika ran home, hurt and devastated by what she saw. She ran and ran, while Hiro watched her run away from the window of his room. The next day came, and Mika found Hiro at the library alone. They talked about last night's event when Hiro suddenly blurted out that he wanted to break up. Mika threw her ring and ran away. Later, when she realized that she couldn't accept what happened, she asked Hiro to meet after school, saying that she'd wait for him in the library. Night came, but no Hiro came. The next day she came, and she was still trying to call Hiro, but it was his sister who answered the phone. She texted Hiro that she would wait at his favorite place and that if he didn't come, she would give up completely. The next day, Mika did as she said. Hiro came, but he said that they were now strangers, but Mika refused to. Hiro still stood up for what he said and left without saying another word. The next school festival, she saw Hiro, and he just passed by her. Having been devastated by what happened, Mika vowed to never fall in love again. Because of what happened, her friends brought her to a party with guys to try and set her up with another guy. The night went on, and it seemed that the group was having fun, but Mika left to visit the place where they went and promised to go back every year. The place where he planted the flowers. She looked for Hiro, but found another man instead. It ended up being one of the guys who was with them. 3 years later, they are starting to figure out what they want to do, and Yu is now tutoring Mika and seems to be trying to actually like him. But everything he does just reminds her of Hiro. At the beach, Yu finally found the courage to confess to her, and she told her the story of what happened between her and Hiro. She then accepted it and marked it as the second love that she would have. Mika's family is on the verge of falling apart with the divorce talk. She found peace on Yu's side and didn't go home. Hiro sent her home, and when they came back to the house, they found the house storming as if a fight had broken up. Family pictures were cut and frames were broken. Yu and Mika started to tape them together. When they came out of the room, Mika's parents were there, and he introduced himself properly this time, and they are now faced with the feelings that Mika has. With the pictures put back together, her parents are reminded of what a happy family they are. Back at the place where they reminisce about their child, Mika finds Hiro tending to the plants. They exchange banter, trying to figure out what happened between them, but Hiro refused and just walked away. Mika ran after him, but he was nowhere to be found. She is then faced with a fork in the road where she has to choose if she will go after Hiro or go to her current boyfriend. She chose to go to Yu. Graduation came, and Hiro was not present at the graduation. Back at the library, Hiro answered the questions she wrote, and she bid goodbye to Hiro. Now we see Mika at the college with Yu leading a new life, with a new set of friends, and she has decided to move on to her life, which she will only allow herself to remember once a year. On the 24th of that year, Yu presented a ring to Mika, asking her to marry him. Here, she finds Nozumu, Hiro's best friend, visiting the place instead of Hiro. He says that Hiro made him promise to bring this every year for him instead. She is then told that Hiro might not be able to come because he has cancer. Yu came and found Mika slumped on the ground, and she told him what happened. They got into a fight, and now Yu is realizing that Hiro is where she will be happy, so he lets her go. At the hospital, we now see Hiro bedridden. Everything is now coming to life as Hiro finally opens up to Mika about how he truly feels about them and about his sickness. They reconciled not only physically but with their feelings as well, meeting at the same place. Mika spent the days with Hiro at the hospital. Despite her parents' worries, she made them understand that she was just loving Hiro and not pitying him. They were able to get out of the hospital, and Hiro and Mika spent the day going back to the school and the places that they always go. They went to Hiro's favorite place and got married there, and once again, they rekindled the feelings that they've always had and finally were able to shout them out loud. Their feelings finally intertwined, and they met on the same ground. Back at the hospital, she met Saki again, now pregnant, and she forgave her for what happened before, and is really happy for her. The days went on, and she spent them with Hiro. Hiro gave her the camera that he was using and asked her to print it for him. But as soon as she got the pictures printed, Hiro got into a life-threatening situation. Mika called, running frantically back to Hiro's side. Hiro opened his eyes one last time to ask Mika to smile for him, but the call got disconnected. He didn't make it, and he wasn't able to wait for Mika. Hiro's sister gave his diary to Mika's mother, and then she gave it to Mika. It was a journal that he kept about Mika. She brought it to Hiro's favorite place and then read it. That's when she found out what it was really about. She cried her eyes out and looked at the sky as she talked to Hiro, pouring her heart out. The film ended with Mika coming down from the train. She met her family back at their home, where all of this happened.